Rohan Marley said my name in a Drink Champs interview. My cousin Nikki from Nikki Freestyle, who has a company as a plus-size model, called my cousin Russell from Russell's Gourmet Coffee. And they got on the line and they called me. I'm answering the phone like, what up now? She was like, Rasheen, did you know Rohan Marley said your name in the Drink Champs interview? I was like, no. Well, what'd he say?
And you had a brethren named Kilo.
So I watched the interview as I giggled and laughed. And I said, man, that must be some good tequila because this boy is getting litty and he just running his mouth. But let's address everything he said. One of the first things he said was, Lauren don't like me talking about this, but I'm gonna talk about this. And I like talking about this. One of the reasons why she didn't want Rohan talking about anything because Rohan do not have any facts. And she knows the truth. The truth is undisputed. There's witnesses, there's videos. And he started to talk about these guys. You know them guys, them boys from North. He said, yeah, I remember these guys, New Ark Entertainment, and I was there. First of all, you was not really there. Only time you came around was the month right before she had the baby. Then when we did 17 days in Jamaica, and you was around for part of the mixing process. So a lot of the creative process, my bruh, bro, you was not there. That's number one. Your second point, he made a comment about, yeah, Lauren doesn't really program, so she had this programmer. Can anybody that do music tell me what is a programmer? That is a diss and a disrespect to all producers that uses any kind of machine, analog, DAWs, because to this man, you are not a producer if you are not playing an actual instrument. So it's a slap in the face to people like Dr. Dre, like DJ Premier, Pete Rock, Kanye, and a whole list of other great producers that are known to be producers. He wants to call y'all programmers. That's the word they use to try to avoid paying somebody to actually produce the joint. He mentioned some guy that plays the keyboard, but he really wasn't around doing the album, and he's talking junk. So clearly he's talking about Robert Glasper. I never met Robert Glasper, but Robert Glasper went online and talked about what his experience was. I don't think Robert Glasper actually said he worked on the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, bro. He literally just said she wanted to do some work with him, and he declined because of these type of things, and he explained it. You want to see the interview? Go find it. Then he goes on to say, but you know those guys can swing it. Swing what exactly? Swing what? What did those guys do that Lauren actually liked, and she kept them on the project to complete the whole project? What was it if it wasn't music? I mean, what was we swinging, bro? Then he makes a point of these guys were trying to be superstars and they played musicians. So let me clarify. Once Kilo and Veda realized that we were not getting paid and something fishy was going on, we left. So now he's talking about the twins, Ted and Joe, who was playing instruments while we were not there. And they had another altercation. Why was my name the only name mentioned in his interview? Yeah, Kilo, why was your name mentioned? My name was mentioned because back then we had an altercation. I'm probably the only person who stood up to this man within the last 30 years of his life. So let me tell y'all what happened. What? Oh, they told me I gotta say that one for later. He made a line in his interview where he said they called and asked me for forgiveness. Who? It was 4 of us that was working together. I'm not sure which 1 or 2 people he said called him, but it wasn't me. Forgiveness for who? For what purpose? He also made a statement where he said that Lauren said, I can get you guys a publishing deal, but my music is my music. Well, what music are we talking about? Because it wasn't no music being done until we actually worked on it together. So what music was her music? I'm trying to understand. That's why sometimes you gotta watch out for the word we, our, us, stuff the slave master used to use, because you actually might start believing it's us, we, ours, all us, just for the slave master to turn around and say, mine. I ain't got no problem with Rohan Marley. We are from 2 sides of the track, my man. A superstar Hollywood kid that grew up with the silver spoon. I am a boy from Newark, New Jersey who don't fear nobody but God and would step to anybody that's trying to play me, you understand? He also made a statement where he said she's a G. Now where I'm from, G stand for gangster. And gangsters are people that usually put that work in on the street. Now I've known this sister, ain't no gangster going on. And since we talking about a G, I am a G because guess what? Out of every interview I ever did, I only talked about a lawsuit. I never got into details, and I never, ever kicked Lauren back in. Let me say this for all that don't know. We wasn't just no producers and writers just hanging with this sister. This somebody we cared about. This somebody that, guess what? Even if he would have got out of line, we'd have rolled him back to where he came from. You understand? Because we Brick City. We ride or die type people. You feel me? When we was around Lauren, nobody could touch Lauren. Period. But then he also mentioned she was going through a godly moment, and that's why she could not pay attention to the lawsuit and was like, whatever. Well, if it was a godly moment, then why she didn't just say, here, y'all, here's what you earned, here's what you deserve. That's not what happened. What actually happened was What? I gotta say that for later. Okay, so I remember somebody saying to me, if you work with Lauryn Hill, why don't you create another Lauryn Hill? First of all, nobody's gonna be able to create another Lauryn Hill. And guess what? Ask Lauryn Hill to create another Miseducation. At the end of the day, Mr. Rohan Marley, that album was not just about Rastafarianism or just Christianity. If you listen to the beginning of doo-wop, it says, don't forget about the deen, the Sirata Mustaqim. Islam was a part of that too, brother, because we were the Muslims, you understand? But like I said in another interview, whenever you talk about God a lot, piss off the devil, and the devil will definitely show up. So what a lot of people have seen is an example of the devil showing up to play out the person that's trying to play out the people. I do want to thank you for saying my name, Ro, because a lot more people need to know who I am. I'm Kilo from North. I'm one of the underdogs, one of the people that's slept on by the world. Had to put a few people in a headlock, run down on a few, backhand a few, and then turn your life over and try to be something great. Take your shahada, have kids, get older, and I put my G down a little bit, slow down my gangster. So I want to thank you, because I'm trying to make some funny skits, you know what I'm saying? So thank you for mentioning my name. Maybe one day when you stop thinking you better than somebody, we can actually shake hands. You know the money don't match to yours, because daddy set you up, baby boy. Same thing I'm trying to do for my kid. He was saying one of those guys told me I'd never get a Bentley. As soon as I got some money, I got a Bentley. I called him. He said, what's up, Kilo? I'm driving in my Bentley. But trust me when I tell you, it don't make you no better, no stronger, no greater, my man.